Can you believe what people just like leave on the side of the road? I mean, I was just driving home one day. This was before the snow. It's currently snowing. It's a whole thing. I passed this chair and I was like, that's a good looking chair. So I turned around and it's been in the back of my Bronco for about a week. So I need to do something with it. Anyways, I mean, just look at it rocks. It's got a stain. People like stains. Yeah, it's got little pockets on the side. I mean, I sell a lot of stuff on the Facebook Marketplace. I feel like this has got to be worth at least $40. I don't know. This is going to be a little bit different video from what I've ever done. I've never done furniture. But I have done stuff in the past where I'm like flipping stuff on Facebook Marketplace. So let's go in here. This is a mess in here. I need to take care of that. But let's go ahead and travel over here real quick. Because this is not the only piece of furniture I've picked up recently for free. This I found, again, on the side of the road. I mean, that's a good looking coffee table. Also, just now realizing I left my RC cars and boats and stuff in here, so I need to get those out. Yeah, I also found this on the side of the road. So, again, this is going to be a little bit different from what I've ever done. I usually mess with, like, motors and stuff, but this is going to be kind of like a little video of me trying to flip these pieces of furniture on the marketplace. Because right now, I'm going to be honest, kind of unemployed, so anything helps. If I can get 20 bucks a piece out of these, it's going to be great. So we'll get to this here in a second. We're going to close this back, because if not, the cat's going to try to climb in here, and then it'll be a whole mess. I do think the chair is the moneymaker, because I have taken a picture of it before I started recording this. I mean, it's not the most cheapest chair on the Amazon, okay? So we're going to go ahead, get this thing in here, try to clean it up a little bit, and see what kind of money I can make off of that thing. First, though, I do want to try to clean up this garage, so let's go ahead and try to do that. It does not look this clean in here in a while. There's a layer of dust about that thick on everything because we just built a camper right here. If you haven't seen that series where we've been building a little teardrop camper, that's what some of those parts are for right there. And congratulations, if you just watched all of that time lapse, you just got tricked into watching me clean my garage. So, I don't know what to say about that, but congratulations. Anyways, that needed to be done bad. If you're curious, or if you care, these tires right here got to go to the landfill. Got 4 tires and 4 little ATV tires that just came off of this. Got somebody coming from South Carolina to pick this thing up, I think. So let's make sure this thing actually runs. It is a little bit cold-natured. There you go. Got to baby it along a little bit. It'll idle once you get it a little bit more warmer than 30 degrees. This motor right here has low compression. That needs to go to the shed. That's for parts. I did think about selling it for parts, but the thing is, with the tariffs and stuff going in place, this is completely off track, but it's my video. I don't really care. The tariffs going in place, you can pick up a Predator 212 right now for like 150 bucks. I think with the tariffs going in place, I think it may be eventually cheaper to just rebuild these motors, to be honest. This has low compression. It is rebuildable. There's nothing wrong with it other than that. It's just wore out. I think at some point it's going to be just cheaper and more time, maybe not time efficient, but maybe more cost efficient to hone this thing out, rebuild it. But I don't know. I'm going to keep it for parts though. And, you know, all that stuff needs to go downstairs. That'll get going here in a second. There's the gate to the trailer that we're building the camper on. That needs to go somewhere. I don't know where to put it, but either way, looks pretty good in here. I think it does. I've actually got workspace now. I haven't had a workbench in feels like at least 3 months, to be honest. And honestly, it probably has. Once we started building that camper, this just got piled with parts. Do at some point need to hang up my Power Tour plaques. I got 2 up here. I've got 2 up here. We've went on 2 more years since then, so it needs to be one right here, one right here. So I'm gonna have to ditch my, is that a washing board type thing? I don't know. Needs to get rid of that. Maybe not rid of it, but it needs to be relocated somewhere. Anyways, I think I'm finally going to get to the point of this video. I'm going to drag this chair in here and start, taking a look at it, trying to see if it's even worth cleaning up. Can't see. Yep. It's a chair. Okay, that was a very important test, just to make sure it is a chair. Probably shouldn't have done that, because that was from me, because my hands are dirty. Whoops. It is a little bit more dirtier than I thought it was, but that's okay. We got a carpet cleaner for that. Anyways, let's go ahead and use the Google Lens tool on this. Ooh, that's nasty. So Google Lens is pretty cool because you just take a picture of something and it searches it for you. Watch it. Is that it? No. Anyways, I can't find it exactly, but I'm thinking this thing's got to be worth like $60. Clean it up a little bit. I don't know. Maybe. It's a good looking chair. So let's go ahead and start that process. Definitely some black marks there on the wood. I don't know what it actually is down there. That needs to be cleaned up. And just overall, got some stains we need to get out. Alright, that part was pretty simple. I just wiped down the whole base. This right here didn't want to come off as good, so spray it a little bit. Just let it soak in there, if it eats the wood. Whoops, That's just some mean green stuff. It should be fine. Alright, there it is, clean. Armrest is definitely a lot cleaner. This was one of the worst spots in here. Can't even really tell. You can kind of tell it, but it's a lot better than what it was. I mean, it's a chair I got off the side of the road for Pete's sake. It looks pretty decent. Headrest, or the backrest, had something right here. Can't even really tell it anymore. It just kind of looks like it's part of the pattern of the chair. If you noticed, I took off this pocket on the side because 2 reasons. First reason wasn't really the main reason. I couldn't really get it clean. Somebody had spilt something in the pocket, and it wouldn't come out. Also, it was starting to unstitch itself, so I went ahead and just unstitched itself the rest of the way. You could definitely tell there used to be a pocket there, but I do think it looks a lot better. You can see it's supposed to come all the way up to here, and you can kind of see it hasn't and been kind of just laying there for a while, so I just went and took it off. It shows up more on camera than it does in person. In person, it kind of just looks like a shadow right there. In camera, it looks pretty bad, actually. I'm not going to lie. But I think it looks a lot better. So I'm going to let this thing dry, take some pictures of it, list it. I'm thinking list it for like $60. If someone offers $50, definitely take it. I mean, I've got maybe an hour's worth of work cleaning it up. So if I get $50 out of it, that's $50 an hour. I'd be pretty happy with that. We've still got the table to take out of the back of my truck right there that I got. Actually, I think that was left at some like storage unit place in the middle of Virginia. I was going up there to buy some trim for this truck because it's supposed to have trim all the way down the side. And I found this table on the side of the road. It's a really nice table. That requires effort to get out of the back of the truck. I got to move some stuff. I just don't really feel like it right now. This right here, though, my dad picked this up at an auction. I've had really good luck selling these old Coleman stoves, especially ones that are still made in USA or the USA. Especially the ones that say Wichita, Kansas. The newer ones I don't think say that. A lot of people, I've actually sold one to a guy who's going to restore it, and I just sold one yesterday to a guy who just wanted a little stove. I usually get $40 to $50 out of these. So I'm going to clean this one up a little bit and see if we can make some money on it. I'm going to list this as well. These do take a little bit longer to sell, but at least they're consistent with selling. Let's see in here. Still got some gas in it. You can tell by the way that it's sloshing around. I've never tested these. They sell without testing. I'd say they're pretty simple. They usually work. I honestly don't know. To be honest, I've never used one of these. I just know they sell good. This was not free off the side of the road. Oh. My dad picked this up at the auction. I think he gave like a couple dollars for it, so nothing major. Right now I'm just hitting all the rusty spots with some Scotch-Brite. Or, yeah, I think that's called Scotch-Brite. Just to clean it up. Maybe just a little bit. There we go. Well, it's just a little bit better. You know, got the obvious nasty stuff out of it. Kind of cool looking. You know, I don't know how old it is. Probably from the 70s, probably. I don't know. I'm sure some of y'all would know for sure, like, definitely how to, like, pinpoint this, but it ain't me. I just know it's pretty old. I know it's, you know, maybe not the most valuable thing, but people do like them. People had people in the past buy these just to restore them. So, you know, I do think this will sell also. I don't know when I'm going to upload this, but it's currently like December 8th or 9th. Either way, it's really close to Christmas. And I haven't like ran into this in the past, and maybe pretty obvious, but this is like the time to sell some stuff. I had 4 different marketplace dealings yesterday selling stuff. Made about $160 yesterday alone. That's pretty good. I haven't listed this yet, but this is listed. This should be a series on this channel, either now or after this video is uploaded. Little 50cc mini ATV. I got it listed today about probably about 2 o'clock for $425. I got a guy coming about almost 3 hours away from Columbia, South Carolina to buy this. And he wanted that thing like within the hour I listed it. So these things, so it is definitely the time to sell stuff on Marketplace this time of the year. I'm definitely going to have to remember this for next year because I've done pretty good in these last couple of days. Much as I don't really want to, it's now time to dig this table out from the back. Definitely got to get my RC cars and RC boats out of the back of this thing. I did forget they were back there. If you can't tell, this is a mess, of course, but DC's kind of put in for storage for, I guess, the winter season because that's kind of buried itself in there. So I got to move all this stuff, get this table out of here. This is like not a ready-to-run table. That may sound stupid. It's going to be definitely a project for somebody, but it's definitely a nice table.
Okay, it is me in the future coming to you live. I guess not really live because I'm recording this now and then you're watching it later. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and call this video here. I'm going to get this table out. You're going to see it. However, we're just going to ignore this ever happened. I should have just left this thing on the side of the road. I still really think this is a nice table. In fact, we have pieces of it. And yes, I mean pieces here at my house still because it's a really nice table. There's some really good stuff on it. However, nobody had the same vision that I did, apparently, because I got stuck with this thing. I had it listed. See, this video was recorded early December. I think I just went ahead and took it off the market either in August or May of 2026 because I was tired of dealing with it. I didn't get a single message and I wanted it out of my way, so I went ahead and just took it apart. And it is currently in pieces. I'm going to get rid of some of it. However, the base area, which I may show a clip of right here, is actually like it's really pretty and we can use it for some stuff. So I guess we're just going to hoard this piece around for who knows how long. And yeah, I don't know what we'll do with it, but we'll find a purpose for it. That being said, though, the chair, the white chair that we cleaned up in this video, I did end up selling it. That took, I don't know, like 2 weeks to sell. It's actually a nursery chair. I ended up finding a listing of it on Target for around $200, so it wasn't the cheapest chair in the world. I ended up selling it for $50, and I actually mentioned earlier in this video, if I got $50 for it, it took me an hour to clean it. You know, that's $50 an hour. I was pretty happy with that. And also the Coleman stove, that sold a whole lot faster than I thought it was going to. That's, I think, I actually just went back and looked at my marketplace and I can't find it, but I think I sold that also for around $50. And I think we gave maybe $5 for it at a auction, so I'm also pretty happy with that too. And again, this is definitely a weird video. I'm actually not certain on what channel I'm going to upload this to. I've got two channels, by the way, if you're interested. I think some of you don't know that. So if you want to go ahead and if this has ended up on my main channel, go look at my other channel. I'll put it in the description if you want to go follow me on that or subscribe to me on that. That'd be cool. Anyways, it's getting late here at night, which none of you care about, but it's past my bedtime. So I got to go to sleep. And yeah, I think that's it. So thanks for watching.